Academics, I'm the prize, nigga. Bitch, I'm the prize. Hey, academics, you're abusive. Stop taking them purses and all that shit for the girls, man. LA Lakers, man. Come to the West Coast, man. We buy you a purse if you want a purse, man. I got you. Yo. Sometimes I'm super Kane. Sometimes I'm playing old Fred. Crying inside myself with pride. Got bullets grazing my head. Summer 2000, me and Sean, we had a fight every week. All the think on all them shootouts, they turned me to a G. Them niggas even tried to smoke me at my high school graduation. Told my lady she was crazy. Broke my heart, she had your baby. I'm like, I was barely fucking in. He rolling Lexus, I was hopping off bicycles to buckets then. I was selling broke on the chickens and chicken nuggets then. Scared to touch the work.
How we doing, y'all? How we doing, family?
Trying to do homework in the house with no lights that might make you dark hearted. Every time I let off a shot, I wonder was God watching. Every time
this frequency hard as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Forget what he really saying, cause he ain't really saying nothing. But this frequency crazy. How we doing, everybody? We gonna wait for some more people to come up in here. I'm gonna pause that because hey, I'll be in my own world when it comes to the music, but I'm gonna play this frequency for y'all. All right. So all the people who are in here, you know how this goes, especially for the ones who are already awakened. Before class starts, excuse me. Also, Coffee Cake, thank you for following me, by the way. Before we even get into this live, this teaching, get yourself some popcorn, something to drink, something to snack on. Get yourself some, like, whatever you want to get. Get your notepads out because we're going to make sure that we all grow together. Thank you for liking this as well. Make sure you guys keep liking it, keep sharing so that we can spread this live into the algorithm so that new people can join the heavenly family, basically. All the divine reflections all in one. That's the whole point of us. We're all supposed to grow beyond each other. On top of that, for me doing this, I want you to be better than me, obviously, because if I'm not able to help you grow better than who you were yesterday, I'm failing as a leader, per se. Because it's like, it makes no sense for me to call myself a leader, but a real leader knows a leader and the exercises that a leader will practice. So we'll get some more people. Once it gets to like however many numbers or whenever my spirit says it's ready to get going, we're about to get going. But hey, brother, may God bless you and protect you. I appreciate you, William. And before we even get into this, we need to get into the mental health check. So before I even start this live, everybody, mental health check. And don't come in here just staring, my nigga. Chase Fitness, how you doing? My boy, how you doing, man? Peace, love, and prosperity, and heavenly insight. And thank you, William, for that message. But before we even get into this, mental health check. Everybody, how's your mental health doing? To all my guys and goddesses out there. Because before we start into this, I can't get into the live unless I know that the people who are watching me are well-fed mentally, spiritually, and physically. So before we get into that, let me make sure I see a couple of comments that let me know how you're doing behind closed doors, so that if you have questions, I can guide you to the questions that you are looking for, so that your problems can be fixed with your solution by me guiding you towards your own solution. And shit, if nobody wants to comment their mental health, then hey, fuck it, we just gonna get right into the live. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I ain't gonna force somebody to speak up. But just know, people who suffer in silence, you will kill yourself. Literally. Dexter Pringle. All right, the muscle, okay, so that says you strong-minded from what I'm getting. Raza or Raza 100, okay, I like that. I'm satisfied in the bread of life. Okay, I like that. Having some anxiety today. Your name is Natrios Sweetness. I hope I said that right. Having some anxiety today. Okay, I got you. So hopefully, depending on this live, we can help you with that anxiety for today. Doing great. Okay, cool. I like that. All right, so far, I think that says 70. Either way it goes, the numbers don't matter because, you feel what I'm saying? Like, the numbers are literally a reflection of all of us. Just tired, bro. Hey, tired is an understatement, but guess what? We don't got time for sleeping because we will sleep when it's time for us to die. Right now, we got work to do. But I feel that. I think your name is Nye. I feel that, though. Chase, my heart feels like a lot of pressure is on it. Good, because you're awakening to your true self. But I got a lot of confirmations I ain't sleepy. I ain't say sleepy. Is that because you're tired? Hey, make sure you get some rest too. Because even though you're sleepy, well, you're not sleepy, but Just because you're tired don't mean you're sleepy. It's just that your mind is exhausted from doing all the things that you were doing in the physical and as well in the astral as well. I know I got a lot to get the collective, but I struggle with being seen slash perceived. Understand, stop trying to be seen. Just see yourself through your own lens. Once you do that, people can see how you look through their lens. All right, so let's get into this teaching. Got 30 minutes of class, but you know, depending on how this live goes, how this lecture goes, we can get into 20 minutes more of class. We'll get into an hour. But right now we got 30 minutes of class, so let's get into it. Oh yeah, before we even get into this, disclaimer, there will be a bunch of agents who may pop up into the live that are going to prophesize their purpose in this life. So if you see somebody coming in with a negative frequency, a negative perception, a negative ego, ignore them. They are just doing their job. They are programmed to hate. Why is that? Because they are keeping the equilibrium of life in the palm of their hands. Not only that, an agent has programmed their algorithm to hate within a heaven consciousness. So if you're hating in this life, just know you are ignorant into what heaven is actually like within yourself. On top of that, if you come in here projecting your hatred and your ignorance, I will project that right back to you. So do not troll a troll, because trust me, niggas do this shit. If you know about the old Call of Duty days, you know about trolling. So go like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, World War II, like all of that shit. If you know about the Call of Duty days, you know about trolling. Don't do it. You are wasting your time, and that projection will get thrown right back to you. On top of that, I am neither right nor wrong. I have no idea what I'm talking about physically. So spiritually, my spirit will guide you into divinity, meaning that no matter what I say, contradict everything, question everything. I am neither right nor wrong once again. All right, let's get into it. Also, no homo. But this is to help men and women, by the way, but especially for my men out there. And what's crazy, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being dead ass serious. That's the funny part. So this is for men and women who are doing semen retention. On top of that, positive vibes. Exactly, it's all we want over here. If people are hating, ignore them. Do not give them attention. They're doing it for a reason. Because they lack, because what's crazy, they have small dick energy, literally. For men and women out there who are practicing semen retention, this is very important for us to understand, because I'll say as well to you. This is very important for us because you got to understand, as a man, for sure, as you are growing in this journey in life, the bigger your confidence is, the bigger your dick will grow. Pause again. And what I mean is, you gotta understand that the muscle between your legs is, it's another leg that you can stretch. It's a muscle. You can stretch this muscle. So this is why we have, I think there's like 30 notes I took down, but they can help you, men and women out there, to help you grow within your semen retention journey. And it's not a muscle. It is what it is. Who gives a fuck? So either way it goes, you can stretch this and you can elongate it. Not only that, you can help last longer in bed. So practice. So, here are the 10 ways for men and women to prolong their practice of semen retention. So as you're on this journey, you are able to help yourself stay focused. Here we go about your live is flagged for hate speech and hateful behavior. Hey, so just know this live is finna get banned because they just gave me a warning. So either way it goes, if you're here for this live, welcome. If they end it, you know what it is. There's no time for us to get mad or sad. So I'm going to give you this little message for the time being. And if they delete this shit, you know what time it is. Every time I join, you get a flag. Because somebody in here is, what the fuck, why would it get banned? Oh, well, keep the good vibes. Exactly. And what's crazy, family, I don't know. I do not know, nor do I really care. Why? Because it's like, if they ban this shit, I'm finna go right on YouTube. I got a Patreon. It's like, I'm gonna go on Zoom. The teaching will never stop. So it doesn't matter what TikTok does. Let's get into this message before that shit get banned. Because they don't want you to grow. They don't want you to flow beyond semen retention. They don't want you to practice semen retention. They don't want you to get into your higher self, because that's what semen retention will do for you. So So to prolong your practice of semen retention, mindful breathing. Practice deep mindful breathing techniques to help channel sexual energy and maintain control during moments of arousal. The next one, regular exercise. Engage in regular physical activities such as yoga, strength training, or cardio exercises to promote overall health and vitality, which can positively impact sexual stamina. So when you're mindful breathing and regular exercise, as you're breathing, you have to understand breathing comes in many different ways. And what's crazy, there's no right or wrong way into breathing. So breathing can be however way you perceive it to be. Meaning you can breathe just like, for example, you can breathe in 6 seconds, 9 seconds. You can hold your breath for a minute. You can do it for 2 minutes. There's various different ways. But as you're breathing, The title says mindful breathing. So as you're breathing, you have to go within your mind and see what you are trying to perceive within your ego, because your ego would not want you to grow on your semen retention journey, which is why it's going to be hard for you to grow on your semen retention journey. Why is that? Because your ego wants you to release. Your ego will want you to go see that woman and go release to that woman that you don't see a future with. Same for my woman out there. There'll be many men out there along with your ego as well. You will want to go sleep with that man because of your urges, your fleshly desires. Our flesh is weak. On top of that, you are here to have fun. So just because you are not having sex does not make you a loser. You are being smart with your energy. Think about all the people who have kids right now, but who still have not healed their generational trauma. That's exactly why you have to be smart when you're doing semen retention, because you are saving your life force to build a solid foundation for your lineage when they come into this world. You do not want to have kids into this world living in trauma that you have not healed from. That makes no fucking sense. Not only that, when you die, if you cannot guide yourself to heal your own trauma, your kids cannot do the same. So you have to be the leader. Check out Breathwork Beats on YouTube. I do those. Say less. Next one, healthy diet. Maintain a balanced and nutritious diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains to support overall health and energy levels. And that's common sense right there. And what's crazy, many people will say it's common sense, but people are still not doing it because people love, once again, their urges. So as you're on semen retention as well, you have to fast. And when I mean fasting comes in various different ways. It doesn't just mean not eating, but it means from people, sex, it means from TV, video games, church, religion, all of that distractions, basketball, sports, all that bullshit. On a healthy diet, you have to make sure that no matter what, you're getting your greens, you're getting your yellows, you're getting your reds, you're getting your oranges. And on top of that, you have to make sure that you're eating fruits. You have to make sure you're eating vegetables. Make sure you're eating fish. Make sure that you're cooking your food. If you cannot cook, I'm not going to sit here and bash you for that, but it's not hard to cook, my nigga. I promise to Elohim, Almighty God, it's not hard to cook. Just get your bitch ass up, get in the kitchen, and whip it up. It's literally not that hard. Like, it was crazy. You have the internet in the palm of your hands, so you don't have to wait for a woman to cook for you. The best benefit for a man, for you to not only please your woman, but your family as well. Just cook. Once you cook, think about this as a man. Imagine your wife cooking for you. Not only that, you say, hey babe, let me go ahead and just cook for a month real quick. You relax. Like, imagine how happy your wife gonna be. You think she gonna be, do you not think your wife will get on her knees and please you because you pleasing the family, because you can cook? Not only cook, but you're helping her spiritually, mentally, and physically. Not only that, you can help your kids cook whatever they want. Bro, you're releasing the stress from the household in general. And that's where the true essence of love comes from. It's within the household. So as a man, if you can cook, bro, that's extra points for you, my nigga. Not only that, your third leg, come on, it's gonna be satisfied. It's literally just common sense, gang. Get a cookbook. There's many cookbooks in Amazon. Go to Target. Just ask around and just be spontaneous. And you're going to mess up when you cook. But you have to make sure on this journey of semen retention, you are going to be bored because you're used to having sex, especially if you are a good-looking man. Pause. If you are a good-looking man, you know how it feels to sleep with numerous women. Why is that? Because they know what you can provide and bring to the table. So it's in you, not on you. So there is no ugly to a woman. If you have the spirit and you have that drive and you're purpose driven and you're goal driven, she will sleep with you just cuz. But as a man, you have to discipline yourself and you have to say to yourself, I don't need that right now because I respect you more than what people have put you in a category as, such as a purpose-seeking woman, a good-looking woman, or a treasure. But people do not see the value within your treasure. That's exactly why they are treasuring your energy. They are harvesting your energy, and they want to sleep with you just because they want to brag to their friends or social media, and they want to say to themselves, yeah, I was able to sleep with this man or woman. And why is that? Because I wanted them to boost my ego. Not only that, I wanted to see if I still got it. You have to make sure to watch out for these demons out here because they want your energy so that they can manipulate it and use alchemy with it, harmonize it, and then use it for their own liking. So imagine sleeping with somebody and you're not on your purpose. You give them all free game, you give them energy, and you release onto them. So into her mouth, her face, you release on whatever the case may be. When you are gone, there are beings, men and women, who can literally, what's the word I want to use? They can literally, once again, they can harvest your energy. And it's not like grabbing it, but for example, if a woman swallows your energy, she can literally manipulate that energy in her body and wield it and alchemize it. Not only that, she can use that for her purpose. So when you're sitting in your room like, man, why haven't I gotten all the things I prayed for? And then the woman that you used to sleep with, look at her life. Look at how she's flourishing. She's flourishing with your ideas, and that is your fault. Save your semen. Especially if you're single, save your semen, because if you want a wife or a husband, why are you wasting your energy on hoes? Why? Come on, bro. All right, stress management. Oh yeah, somebody asked a question too. Do wet dreams count as relapsing? Yes and no. Stress management. Practice stress reduction techniques such as meditation, mindfulness, or relaxation exercises to minimize stress and anxiety. Which can, oh, thank you for the gift as well. Amir, I think your name's Amir Johnson. Thank you, I appreciate you, bro. Such as meditation, mindfulness, or relaxation exercises to minimize stress and anxiety, which can contribute to premature ejaculation or orgasm. If you are stressed, just know the size that you want your meat to be at will not be at that exact length. Why is that? Because your mind is not able to show you the blood flow within your third leg. Not only that, to my woman out there, if you're not able to harmonize your womb, if you're not able to release the stress from your womb, because remember, we have 3 brains, here, and your dick or your vagina. If you're not able to align all 3 of your brains and you are stressed out and you don't have any outlet to release this stress, then you'll be stressing out all of your energy, and you will not be able to flourish within your energetic field. Not only that, your energetic field, your auric field will be diminished. And not only that, your spiritual gifts will be delayed because you are stressing yourself over things that do not serve you any purpose or value or an enlightenment towards your life. They're here to hinder you and not help you grow. Stress is neither good nor bad. But if you are stressed, you are allowing your ego to hinder your growth spiritually. Communication. Open and honest communication with your partner about sexual preferences, desires, and boundaries can help create a supportive and understanding environment for practicing semen retention. What about Zaza? Someone like, but for communication, if you are not open or honest with your partner and to what you're practicing, do not be surprised that they cheat on you. Don't be surprised. So when it comes to weed, you can smoke weed on semen retention, but the thing is too, you have to understand too, you have to be strong-minded. That's the whole key to that, because you're using a mind-altering substance that came from the universe. So because of that, weed is not good for you, but it's not bad for you. And if you're going to use it in that type of way, do it for a spiritual practice. So on semen retention, I'm not going to say it's bad for you to smoke weed, but you should digest it instead of smoking it to take care of your lungs. But as you're communicating as a man, you have to hold your third leg and say to your woman or your man, whatever you like, sweetheart, I'm doing semen retention for a month. And I'm not doing this just to cheat on you. I'm not doing this just to lie to you, but I'm here to help. And what's crazy, she will thank you for that because you're honest and you're communicating to her. Not only that, imagine you save your semen for a month and then next month you go buck wild on her. Soon as she come back from work, it's like, man, baby, it's been a month. We're doing this together. Imagine the sex in the bedroom. Not even just sex, but the love making. Because sex, anybody can just make sex, but can you make love to your woman? And I don't mean make love physically. Can you make foreplay love to your woman? What's crazy, foreplay starts as soon as y'all both lock eyes and when you wake up in the goddamn bed. So communicate. And then to my fellas, speak up for yourself. Stop being, hey, how you doing? Speak the fuck up, nigga. Real shit. I don't mean it in an asshole way, but speak up. You have a voice. You have an Adam's apple. Use it. Do not be scared of speaking your voice or saying your truth. Women and men will respect you more. Whatever you like, use your voice. You have it for a reason. Limiting stimuli. Reduce exposure to sexual stimuli such as pornography or explicit content, as excessive arousal can make it more challenging to maintain control over ejaculation or orgasm. Staying on social media. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All you see when you scroll down the timeline is what? You see a bunch of OnlyFans models. You see a bunch of sex. You see a bunch of just degenerate shit. A bunch of bestiality, a bunch of witchcraft, a bunch of manipulation to sway you out of your purpose. As you're watching these things, you have to make sure that you remove yourself from that situation, because you can have sex whenever you want, especially when you're a good-looking person. So when you have pretty privilege or handsome privilege, women who care about you or men who care about you, they'll just give it to you. They'll give it to you. But this comes in various different ways. And what's crazy, if you are of that stature, a lot of age restricted. Your live may contain things not suitable for younger audiences and has been age restricted. TikTok, at this point, it's like, bro, why do y'all do that? Y'all sit there and y'all watch me. Y'all know what I'm practicing. Y'all know what I'm preaching, but yet you're still restricting the live. It's like, How does heaven have a restriction on it? How does heaven have a restriction on it? That's social media for y'all. Like, come on. And these are geniuses? The fuck out of here, my nigga. I should come up with a social media platform. Crazy. Thank you guys for liking and sharing. Thank you guys for following as well. Let's get into it before they ban this live, because you never know with TikTok. So yeah, limit your exposure to porn on any website, especially in real life. If it's that easy, that's a problem. Sensate focus. Practice sensate focus exercises where partners focus on sensual touch and exploration without the goal of orgasm to build intimacy and prolong sexual encounters. Meaning, if you're witches, the truth is forbidden. Exactly, that's a distraction. Keep preaching. Facts. So when it comes to pleasing your man or your woman, so sensate focus to me sounds like as you're in your room or wherever your sanctuary is. What are you reading, my brother? I'm reading my notes. So like before I go on live, I meditate and then I just start putting down notes on my notepad. I just start going crazy with it. And it's like, what's crazy, I have documents too, but they're not for free. Cause it's like, yeah. As you're doing that, you have to focus on not orgasming with your partner as you guys are in the same room together. So if you're on a sexual retention journey, as long with your spouse as well, I love this seriously. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Do you think we are in the end of times? I'm gonna say it just like this, family. Time cannot end when it's just beginning. So now, as you are touching your wife, everyone double tap. Yes, please. Thank you. I appreciate you for saying that. So yeah, when you're touching your spouse, meaning with consent as well, don't just go around just touching her breast just because she just got breasts. You're weird. If she has consent and she wants to touch on you as well, do this to where because now we're learning alchemy. You're learning magic within your own body, within your own source. So you're literally wielding your own spiritual sense within your body, your energy. So as you're doing that, you're able to wield it all around your body. Not only that, hold her hands or hold his hands and speak to each other and speak positivity to each other's ego. Like, you're so thankful for each other's presence, and make sure that if she does orgasm from your words, if she orgasms from your words, you have powerful words, my brother. But understand, the goal is to not release as you are doing sensate focus. You have to focus that energy and wield it from below in hell to reach it into heaven. Edging. Edging is neither good nor bad. Experiment with edging techniques where arousal is increased to the brink of orgasm and then intentionally decreased to prolong sexual pleasure and delay ejaculation or orgasm. Can you put this on YouTube? I messed out on some key points. Hey, family, you must be new here. You already know. Hey, if you've been here from the beginning, what do I do with most of my lives? Just know if you miss something, you know where to go. It's just that simple, family. You will not miss out on heaven. I promise to God. And if you do, we got more platforms to post on. When you're edging is basically, it's like, for example, let's say you're having sex with a woman or a man, whatever you do. When you're about to bust, edging is where you're at the tip of you releasing your energy, but you stop yourself and then the energy will come right back down to the gateway into your body. But sometimes this energy is so strong, it's like, let's say you're doing this for like 5 months. Your energy will be so strong that if you do edge and her shit is like beyond Aquafina, like I'm talking about, it's what? Beyond imagination. If you're not able to harness that energy, you will have basically wasted all of the gifts, all of the energy that you were saving up and the currency that you were saving up as well. So with edging, you are basically, you're going into the battlefield committing suicide if you are edging. That's how I feel about edging. Now, you can't edge to practice, but in my experience, if you're going to edge, you are literally going to the battlefield committing suicide. So you're wasting your time. Just practice your retention. And if you are horny, do push-ups, go work out. Literally. You ain't responding to Zod comments. What's your thoughts on that? Now, I've been talked about that. I said weed is neither good nor bad. Pay attention. Zod is neither good nor bad for you. It's a spiritual practice. So on semen retention, you can smoke weed. But instead of smoking weed, just digest it. Once you digest the weed and harness it, then you can use it for a spiritual practice and a spiritual benefit for your spirit. Last one, self-care. Prioritize self-care practices such as adequate sleep, hydration, and relaxation to support overall health and well-being, which can positively impact sexual stamina and control. Once you check out that macaroni, facts. Everyone double tap. Thank you. Facts. Thank you. I appreciate you for that, eh? And what's crazy, don't expect everybody to double tap or everybody to share, because most people are on here to just steal information and go use it for the world, and that's okay. It's like we have a mutual agreement. That's cool. But my real supporters, just know we locked in. We locked in. And what's crazy, when it's popular to support, they'll support. That's why I don't be tripping over people who don't support. It's like, fuck it, who gives a fuck? As you're doing self-care, you're giving yourself sleep. You're hydrating with water. Your name is Carmen. How you doing? I need to hear that again, so thank you for asking. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you. Carmen, how are you doing? God is peace, love, and prosperity. But yeah, so drink your water. Make sure that you're getting good sleep. So 8 to 10 hours of sleep. And you vegan? No. But I practice being a vegan. I practice being plant-based. But I also eat like fruits. I also eat like chicken still. It's like, but I don't eat fast food. But I mean, I practice being a vegan, but I'm never going to be a vegan because I'm not a hamster. But as you're doing that, you need to hydrate. So drink water. Drink 1 or 2 gallons of water every single day. On top of that, your mental health is very important. So if people are not, excuse me, for sure, definitely may have been a sound for you to hear that again. But as you're doing that, your mental health is very important. So people do not care, excuse me, god damn. And people who do not want to hear about your mental health, fuck them. Meaning that you have to make sure you take care of your own mental health, because if you do not do that, then life will beat you down. It'll beat your ego down to where you'll be stressed out. On top of that, you have erectile dysfunction. Not only that, you'll be losing your energy, and you'll be losing yourself in the spiritual realm as well, to where you will relapse because you have no purpose of where you are going. Not only that, you have no instance of what path you are walking on. So as you are walking on both sides of the path, you gotta understand that there's a path of Satan and a path of Almighty God. Which is which? Which path are you walking down? All right, let me see how many minutes we got at class. We got 8 minutes. God damn, that was kind of fast. All right. Now, here are 10 exercises that can promote sexual health and confidence. All right. And what's crazy, you better be getting your notes down, because I'm guiding you to the water, not making you drink. All right, so 10 exercises that can promote your sexual health and confidence. So if you're not doing these exercises, don't be mad when she says, I'm okay. I'd rather just get head from you. Sorry. That's your fault. Number 1, Kegels, or pelvic floor exercises. Strengthening the pelvic floor muscles can improve erectile function and help control ejaculation. To perform Kegels, contract the muscles used to stop the flow of urine. Hold for a few seconds, then release. Repeat several times a day. We don't gotta go deep into that, but you should get it. So as you're doing this, you should feel it down below. So like I think it's called like the gooch, but like you can say the gooch or whatever. But as you're going down below within that realm of your penis, you gotta understand that you have to control your urges. So by doing that, it's like a muscle, it's like a muscle down there. You have to make sure that you're exercising it several times a day, but don't overdo it, because you can strain that muscle and you can't injure yourself, and you can be walking around like you got some shit up your ass. Number 2, cardiovascular exercises. Regular aerobic exercise like running, swimming, cycling improves your blood flow and cardiovascular health, which can support erectile function and sexual stamina. Literally. So as you are doing this, you're getting the blood flowing. So you should be exercising every single day. But that'll be overdoing it. I'm not that kind of spiritual leader. I'm not even a spiritual leader anyways, because I'm literally just consciousness. But as you're going through that, you got to make sure that as you're exercising, don't overdo it, because too much of something is what, family? It's not good for you, and it can kill you. But as you are doing this, you got to make sure that no matter what, you are getting quality work. So like, get a walk in, go run for a mile, 2 miles, go to the park, go skip, go do disc golf, go play basketball, football, baseball. Get active. My nose is itching like fuck. That's a download too, by the way. If your nose is itching, that's a spiritual download, but people won't get that because they're closed-minded. So yeah, make sure you get your blood flowing, and this will increase your sexual stamina. So it's crazy, before you're about to go lay in bed with him or her, do push-ups, do sit-ups. So today, at least do 100 to 500 sit-ups or push-ups. On top of that, if you're not satisfied, do 500 more. There's no reason that you shouldn't be doing exercises as a man or a woman out there. And what's crazy, if you keep exercising every single day, 7 days a week, imagine how fit you'll be in a year or 5 months. It's crazy. Yoga permits flexibility, relaxation, and mindfulness, all of which can enhance sexual performance and satisfaction. God damn. Certain yoga poses, such as pelvic tilts and hip openers, may also target pelvic muscles. Wait, yoga's not a bro set 500. Literally. And that's the minimum. I'm just being nice to you. I should say 1,000. what kind of download, because mine is at the same exact time. So when you have a spiritual download, it's just like a download. There's no really instance of what download this is, but it's just a download telling you that what you're doing is correct. So like as I'm itching mine right now, the universe is telling me like you're on the right path, and it's just bothering me. It's like I feel like I have sinuses, or what's the other word? Not sinuses, but is that the right word? Sinuses? How you doing, VVS Joey? Not sinuses, but damn, what's the other word for that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah. How long we into the live? You can say that too. But we are 30 minutes into the live. But we got like, how many minutes we got left? We have 4 minutes of class left. But allergies, thank you. But actually, both of y'all were right though. Congestion, allergies, all of that. But they are downloads. So like if you're itching right here, downloads. If you're meditating, downloads. You know, it's many different downloads. Hands feeling electric could be a sign of spiritual downloads too. Yes, exactly. So if your hands, for example, if your hands start itching and shit like that, there's many different omens about that, but it's a download. Everything's a download from your algorithm, from a higher numerical matrix or a system. All right, we got 4 minutes left of class. I'm going to get to that. So yoga, people who know about yoga, you should, like, the internet has various yoga exercises. Get into it. Open up your body. Pause. Strength training. Building strength in the lower body, core, and pelvic muscles can improve endurance and stability during sexual activity. Literally. So once again, we already talked about that. But yes, strength training can literally help you. Because think about it. You're basically, you finna bust her guts open. Pause. Because, you know, we got to make sure there's kids in here. So TikTok, I didn't mean that in that way. But as you're going into this, you know, you're literally going into a training. You're going into a hyperbolic time chamber. So you got to make sure that no matter what, you are training your lower perspective. So as you're going into it, you got to put your core into it. So as you're stroking it, you got to make sure that no matter what, you're not using just your third leg. You got to use all of your muscles. Make sure all of you're literally training for war. So it's literally war on your mind. You got to make sure that no matter what, you gotta make sure that you please her before you are pleasing yourself. I'm gonna say it again, because many niggas will think that this is weird per se, but this is how you'll make her more happy than what she is happy with. You gotta please her before you are pleasing her, meaning foreplay. That comes into strength training as well, because you have to be strong-minded into wanting to please your woman, meaning that as you're stroking her, whatever, or him, whatever you do, pause. But let's say for her, because I only know about women, I don't know about men. When you're going into it, you gotta make sure you use your core. So you're not doing ab workouts, you're failing yourself. If you're not doing core workouts, you're failing yourself. Leg exercises, because it's all in the leg, so you should be squatting. You should be doing pull-ups, curl-ups, squat, like you should do like bench press, all of that. Because a shoulder press, like all of these things are here to help you going into battle. Not only that, to make sure that you're not ejaculating, because when you're edging, you're doing strength training again. So as you're stroking it, and she got that aquafina once again, your mind's gonna say, bust, release, go ahead, bro, this shit's way too good. No. Your spirit will tell you, it should be telling you, I will pray to God is telling you, your spirit should want to tell her like, hey, sweetheart, I'd rather have you release your energy so that you can harmonize and be in alignment with your life. I'll be okay regardless. Because once again, you're on a what, family? A mission. And standing for the woman as well. You can, if your man want to release it, you don't want to, it's the same exact thing. So they go hand in hand. I'm here to empower both the men and women watching this video right now. We have 1 minute of class left. Shit, before the timer even ends, family, I don't know why I'm gonna ask y'all, because I already know what y'all gonna say. 20 more minutes of class, or should we just go ahead and end that? I already know what y'all finna say, so let me go get the shit ready, because I'm finna just prophesize it right now. But, oh, my fault. Sun gazing can give you downloads too as well. That's a fact. That's why they block it. Random small headaches is also download crown activation. Exactly. But yeah, do y'all want 20 more minutes of class? What would y'all like as well? Because I want to make sure that we all feel heard or seen. So it's up to you guys as well. Because if not, I can end this shit right now, and then I can post TikToks, I can do, a Zoom meeting, all that. 20, of course. All right, there go 1. Hey, thank you for following too. What is your name? Let me go and click on the real main squeeze. I appreciate you for following, bro. Thank you. The fuck? So yeah, I gotta go. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, no problem. Should we start the solar eclipse? You can. It's up to you. It's up to you. Yes, proceed. All right, we got 2. So let's get into it. We got 2. All right, 20 more minutes. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you no. But I'm gonna do it regardless. I'm gonna stare into this. I'm gonna stare into the eclipse. Appreciate you for this live game. Yeah, no problem. But all credit goes to the Most High. I'm literally just a medium. And that's exactly why I want less people to see this live because this just shows who's ready to be in the 1%. And what's crazy, later on in life, this live that will be on YouTube, you will look back on this and be like, damn, look at how far I have came. And what's crazy, people who will see this live or this teaching 2 years down the line, they'll be like, why am I just now seeing this shit? Because you weren't ready for it. That's exactly why there's 17 people in here, because the chosen ones, the awakened ones, you know why we're here. Literally. All right. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, my fault. All right, deep breathing. Oh, let me play this real quick. All right, deep breathing. Practice deep breathing techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing or pranayama can help reduce anxiety, enhance relaxation, and prolong sexual encounters. So somebody who had anxiety, deep breathing can help reduce that, by the way. And then next one, meditation. Mindfulness meditation promotes relaxation, stress reduction, and heightened awareness of bodily sensations, all which can contribute to improved sexual function and satisfaction. Literally. And people who know about meditation, you already know about that. Meditation is what you make it. So we are all meditating with our eyes wide open. You don't have to close your eyes to meditate. You don't have to go into a church to meditate. You don't have to do anything you don't have to do shrooms. You don't got to smoke weed. You don't got to do none of that to meditate. Meditation is your intention into the meditation practice. It's a practice of keeping your mind in alignment with your spirit. Okay, so the healthy diet, we already covered that as well. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So once again, healthy diet that can help boost you for your sexual health and your confidence. The next one, hydration, and then communicating with yourself through your hydration. So you have to be honest with your practices as well. And then the last one is the self-care as well. And with all these teachings, also they go all in hand to hand with that. So as you see the same repetition of the titles within these notes that I'm saying to you, they're all useful for you. So all 20 of these are literally all the same exact thing, because the more you retain your semen, the more you'll be confident into what you are doing. Not only that, people will know that you exude confidence because it's in you, not on you. All right, and then the last teaching we got, the 5 techniques that can help prolong sexual encounters and enhance sexual satisfaction. All right, let me go and make sure I read y'all comments too. I remember last time there was an event with the sun here in Texas. It looked like a cartoon. Literally, it's crazy because I wasn't aware of none of this in high school. Neither was I. That shit is crazy. And what's crazy, I didn't even want to be aware to it because I was closed-minded. I was so closed-minded in high school that it didn't make any type of sense. Makes me think that this will look like and what the possibilities actually are. You had no thought of it, you sure? All right, and then the last 5 teachings. All right, so number 1. So, all right, my fault. Let me go and read that again. The 5 techniques that can help prolong sexual encounters and enhance your sexual satisfaction. Start with foreplay. And many niggas will say that foreplay is boring, but you just don't know a woman's mindset. Literally, that's exactly why she will go off to be pleased by another man. And you can't be mad that she did that to you because you can't please her spiritually, mentally, nor physically. So, when it comes to foreplay is what you make it. You have to communicate with her and her desires because she does have desires just like you, but you gotta make sure that you please her first because you can be pleased whenever you want, especially if you are a man. If you have many women that are lusting over you, then you know how it feels. But if you are not a man that gets a lot of women, then you have to know her needs that you want because you won't know how it feels to sleep with multiple women. But there are many women that have different foreplay practices that they want to practice. So you have to you have to communicate what she's comfortable with. And if she's not comfortable with it, stop, my nigga, stop that shit. Because that's where the police get called. You don't want to go down that fucking pathway. So, engaging in extended foreplay can build arousal gradually and increase sexual excitement, making it easier to control ejaculation and prolong intercourse. Focus on sensual touch. Literally, so how she want to be touched? Meaning, like, for example, as a man, then like, for example, like, let's say you pull up to her crib and shit. You know what you came there for. Stop being an idiot, right? Don't come in there on some like, all right, let's get into it. Hey, how was your day? How's your mental health? No, like, how's your career? Like, that's foreplay, my nigga. Foreplay is a title placed upon delusion. Like, you know what you came there for, but literally just act in her delusion. She already knew what was about to happen, but you cannot force it nor rush it because at that instance, that would sound like ape and molestation. I'm not going to use the R or the M with that. So you had to make sure that you touch her in the right spots. So touch her in between her thighs, touch around her arms, touch around her ears. So like lick her ear, lick around her ear. Kiss her on her third eye. Make sure that you're touching her in the right spots that get her going, that get her moist. Kissing. If you don't know how to kiss, my nigga, then you are behind. You are asleep. But if you know how to kiss, you have to put passion into kissing her. So as you are kissing her, you're gonna make sure like how does she want to be kissed. And what's crazy, if you just got game like that, you should know how to kiss her. And what's crazy, she'll be into it. Not only that, you can kiss for so long, she'll be like, man, fuck this. She'll get on her knees and start going crazy just because you know how to be a good kisser. Not only that, you know how to do the tongue movements with your tongue, so you're not forcing your tongue down her goddamn throat because you're weird if you do that. But you're not doing the kisses hard. Like it's so much to learn when it comes to just pleasing a woman or a man, whatever you like. But with kissing, what's crazy, it may sound weird, but it's like when you're in the presence of a woman, you have to know these things or you will literally get turned down and you will get made fun of in her group chat. So I'm trying to help prevent that from happening to you as a young man out there, because you're going to have sex regardless. Am I right or am I wrong? Come on, fam. So you have to know how to kiss. If you don't, you better start practicing, but don't start kissing just every woman you see, because that's how you start getting different diseases, literally. Because there are some people out here who are just kissing anything walking, and that's how we got HIV, AIDS, and all that other shit walking around. And other forms of stimulation to heighten arousal before penetration. So you have to understand that you're stimulating her mind. That's all this is. We are living in the mind of a woman as a man. Let me hold that off real quick, because goddamn. Because it's like, think about that shit. We are living in the perception of a woman as a man. So it's like, if you do not like women, you don't like your feminine self as a masculine man. You have to have, and what's crazy, if you don't love women, then you don't love God. Because if God was a gender, what would God be? Or Almighty God, what would it be? A woman. Because what gender gives life besides a man? A woman. So therefore, you have to have a balance with your divine masculine and feminine. So start with foreplay. It's important. Once you do that, yeah, I promise you, all the things that you want, okay, for example, too, with foreplay, because I love that shit too. And what's crazy, she can just start, foreplay is so unique. She can bust in her pants or her jaws or whatever without you even penetrating her, literally. And if you are awake and if you are a man, if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially as a woman. Turn on loud music, I can't hear you. Is it that loud? Oh, shit. My fault. And Jeff, watch your mouth. 2, practice the stop-start method. During intercourse, pay attention to your arousal levels and pause or slow down when you feel close to ejaculation. Take a break from thrusting or switch to a less stimulating position until the urge to climax subsides. Then resume sexual activity at a slower pace. So, thanks, no problem. Why are you laughing, my nigga? But to me, the stop-start method sounds like this. So like, as you're, if you're penetrating her with consent, by the way, as you are penetrating her, for example, if you have not had it for like a year or 2 years and she got that shit on her, you better pray that she busts before you. Now, my nigga, I apologize about that. So, you better pray she busts before you. Because if you nut before her, not only that, if you can't go again, you're done. You're done. You're done. So you better pray to the Most High that you can make sure that she's going to bust before you. Because if you can do that, loud neighborhood facts, if you can do that, then go crazy. Because not only that, you should be able to, once you bust, you should be able to keep on going. So your meat should not just go limp. You should be able to, as soon as you bust, all right, round 2, and she says yes, round 3, and if she don't need round 4, then you did your job, because you should be able to get it within 1 or 2 rounds, and then later on you go longer, however you want to go. But that's a stop and start method. So as you're going, you're about to bust. Edging, once again, once you feel that sensation within your lower self, you got to give me a 5-minute break. There's some. Hey, see, but hey, and that's fine though. Get yourself some water, all of that. But as you're about to bust, step back from it and be like, all right, because you know you're about to nut. You know that. So because you know that, you got to make sure, like, she's like, what's going on? Like, sweetheart, communication. Communication is key, because you're telling her, like, I ain't gonna lie, It's been a little minute. I've been out the game for some time. I'm about to bust, just truth be told. But why are you talking? Let me please you, sweetheart. She like, okay, daddy. Yeah. She like, okay, daddy, do your thing. Guide her. Guide her. You have to guide her. Stop talking, sweetheart. I got this. Please her. You get me? And once you're doing that, once you feel the energy now, as a man, once you feel the energy. So for example, when you're about to bust, once you feel the energy, stay up here. Now you're telling your mind, you're telling yourself like, okay, so I was about to bust in like 5 minutes, 1 minute. So now that I was able to please her, it's been like 10 minutes went by. Let me go ahead and go back. So now you start stroking her. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Stop and start method, stop and stop. Stop and start method, stop and start. So as you're doing that, boom, you start, stop. What's going on, daddy? Nothing, sweetheart, nothing, just focusing on my energy. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Just keep going, bro. Have fun with this shit, my nigga. Like, sex is enjoyable when you're enjoying it with somebody you love. Bro, funny as fuck. I'm not trying to be, that's the crazy part. I'm being dead ass serious, bro. Like, I'm only saying this because of experience, bro. Like, when I used to, have sex and all that shit before I was doing semen retention, like, I'll be conscious, like, as I'm having it, I'll be like, this shit feel good. I'm about to bust, like, uh-oh. Hold on now, we got a problem. The ship is sinking. You get me? She's like, what's going on? Like, yeah. Man, she want to go for about 45 minutes. You got to feed me real good, though. Hey, hey, Jeff, you a real eater. You an eater, Jeff. Hey, give me some dap, my brother. Give me some dap. Hey, coming from a real, well, I hope you would. Well, don't eat every woman's vagina. But if you care about her, I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. If I fuck with a woman, she got that good, and I care about her, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't love these hoes, but we love our wives or our women. If you care about her and you enjoy her presence, my nigga, hey, sweetheart, I'm ready for a full course meal. Open up. Let me get my fork, let me get my spoon, let me get myself a napkin real quick. Go ahead and make sure we good. Because, nigga, you about to dive in. Yeah, that's my girl. See, you feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, man. Game is game. All right, the next one. Try the squeeze technique. Similar to the, similar to the stop-start method. The squeeze technique involves edging. The squeeze technique involves applying pressure to the base of the penis, pause, or the perineum. That's a new word I ain't never heard before. Perineum. Perineum. The area between the scrotum and anus. So people call it like the gooch or whatever. So yeah, so when you feel close to ejaculation, this can temporarily reduce arousal and delay ejaculation. Okay, so once again, that key word, the perineum. God damn, Divine, can you talk today? The perineum, the area between the scrotum and the anus, so the gooch. When you're about to, the squeeze method, so when you're about to bust, stroking, stop. The scrotum and the anus, you gotta hold that area because that's where your energy is about to release from. So, and what's crazy, some women know what they're doing too. Oh my God, women are so intelligent. They know, like, if your shit good, she gonna make sure you bust, my nigga. And what's crazy, a lot of women will get mad that you are doing this technique. It's like semen retention in general, like, she will get mad. Why? She wants that third leg, my nigga. She wants the wand. She wants your magic. So because of that, you gotta tell yourself, like, okay, I gotta make sure I stop and squeeze my third leg because you're about to release all your gifts. If you're doing semen retention and you wanna have sex, you have to make sure you do not release your gifts upon her, especially if you don't care about her. Literally, it makes no sense. So as you're doing that, if you do this squeezing technique, you can stop yourself from ejaculating. So by doing that, your mind, because think about it, the mind in your dick or your vagina, it's already thinking to itself, I'm gonna bust. But your mind's gonna be like, okay, let's go ahead and bust together. Then your brain's gonna be like, well, shit. If the dick and the brain want to bust, then why won't I bust? Now it's 3 against 1. And what is that one entity by itself? Your spirit. So your spirit is literally in a battlefield on its own, in your own perception, my nigga. That's how strong sex is. So you got 3 enemies going against 1 in your body. So you got 4 entities in your mind fighting against each other all at once. And the only thing is, too, the spirit is so strong that it's trying to tell you, Don't waste your energy. You don't care about her. On top of that, when you release it, you're going to feel bad about yourself for not saving your energy. So you're doing yourself no service by relapsing. 4, focus on breathing. Deep, slow breathing can help you relax and maintain control over your arousal during sex. Breathing, that's just very important. That's why I keep saying that. So practice rhythmic breathing patterns such as inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth to promote relaxation and reduce tension. So for example, let's say you got her from the back, right? You know, like for example, like let's say her as crazy. Whew! Cause it's like you gotta imagine this shit now. Put yourself in that scenario to practice, because you gotta practice to learn. So like let's say like it don't matter too. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, right? As you see her, you know, from the back or you know, from the front, eye to eye. You got to breathe, my brother, because I promise to God, if you look at her in her eyes, the light in her eyes will make you want to bust. And what's crazy is she's speaking to you and she's guiding. She's telling you, that's gonna sound weird. I'm not even gonna say that, but you know, if you hitting it right, you know what she's gonna say to you. She's gonna call you all these different kind of names. She's gonna start promising you so much shit. And what's crazy, when you done, she may even cook you a full course meal, maybe even 2. She may even suck you up while you playing 2K. So you have to breathe as you are about to go into this frequency, because women are so divine. As you're going into this battlefield, you gotta remember, you're going into her mind and her 4 entities as well. So there's 8 beings, well 9 because Almighty God as well. So there's literally 9 beings having sex, all in 2 people's bodies. So as you're doing that, you gotta make sure that no matter what you're doing, as you're going and you're stroking, you're about to bust, stop, squeeze, pause. Remember, you got 3 brains trying to fight your spirit. The whole time, should be wondering what you're doing. But remember what we talked about earlier, communication. Because you communicated, she'll be okay with your methods. She'll be like, I understand, Daddy. I understand, Poppy. Do what you do, Big Daddy. Literally, she'll be like, and then what's crazy? That will boost your testosterone. That will boost your frequency. You'll be like, oh, she's okay with me doing this shit? Oh, say less. Stroke it slowly, don't go fast. Take your time. Breathe, family, breathe as you're stroking it. Boom, slowly. Boom, stop, breathe. All that. Once you're stopping and breathing, you are harnessing your energy within all 3 of your levels. You're in alignment now. So as you're doing that, you're cheating your ego. So your ego wants to release, but your spirit doesn't. So how do you cheat your ego? You have to make sure you align it by doing mindful breathing and mindful meditation as you're practicing sex. Then the last one, experiment with positions. Some sexual positions may be more stimulating and lead to quicker ejaculation than others. So experiment with different positions that allow for greater control and less intense stimulation, such as those that involve shallow penetration or less friction. We got 1 minute class left. That's great timing. Damn. So yeah, the last one right there. So experiment with positions as well. And thank you for following as well. Thank you for liking. But when you experiment with positions, and what's crazy, you can Google this as well. You can just ask her, because you know women are also on the internet just like men. So I'm sure she probably knows more game than you, and that's okay. And also free game as well. If you see she got toys, that toy is not your enemy, my nigga. You could literally kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So if you want her to, if you find her annoying, right, but you want to play your game, like for example, like, let's say you want to play your game or you want to go out for a jog, you want to smoke, and she's annoying you, and you want her to go to sleep faster, or you want her to bust, get her toy. Get her toy by all means. If you're not weird about it, get her toy. And what's crazy, imagine if you're long enough, if you have long ligaments in your body, you know what I'm talking about. So you can, and what's crazy, you don't have to get a toy either, because you can use your fingers as well if you have long fingers. Free game. As you're penetrating her, with consent, by the way, as you're penetrating her and you got a toy, you can literally make her come way faster than you. Not only that, because women can go on for hours. So if you want her to not go on for as long as you want, if you need a break, get that toy that she likes and get yourself as well. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go crazy, my nigga. The love she has for you, it won't even be in words, my nigga. She'll show through her actions. Hey, Almighty God, if I'm lying, you can strike me down right now. You feel me? I'm still alive. That's truth to these lies, literally. So by that happening, you gotta make sure that no matter what, you experiment, but do not go crazy. So she says, honey, I wanna lick your asshole. Bitch, what? No! But communicate, because there were some people who are open to that. Say no, my nigga. Say no. It's okay to say no to many positions. Women as well, say no. But the main ones that you should be practicing or doing, for example, you should, what's the, hey, I'm being dead ass though. But you should want to, like, for example, being on top of her, hitting it from the side, back shots. Shit, if you're strong enough, if you're in the gym, if you're strong enough, shit, pick her up, put her by the wall. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's various. Like, just be spontaneous, bro. Travel, go do it. There's many indications of, that's class. But yeah, there's many indications of how to heal yourself on the semen retention journey and how to love yourself on this journey as well. It's all a journey to help you grow into a better man or woman. So that is the end of class, family. So if you enjoyed this, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in as well. If you have missed it, this whole live will be on YouTube as well. So you did not miss anything in that indication as well. But if you guys got any finalized questions that you want answered, let me know. If not, shit, I'm about to go post these videos. You know, always missing it, man. It's all, bro, I go live randomly. I ain't even gonna lie. I was not supposed to go live today, but I was just like, man, I got to. Because I'm on semen retention. Like, I got to be distracted by something. Because if not, I'm going to be bored out of my mind. So I just can't. I had to keep working. So how long for questions? So let me see. Shit, we'll get like 4 minutes of questions. But if we don't have any, like, yeah, so we'll get 4 minutes of questions. But if we don't have any, shit, I'll just go ahead and end it. Because class been over with 30 minutes ago. Well, 50 minutes ago, actually. But yeah, we got like 3 minutes. If y'all got any questions, but if not, I was going to edit this video. Shit, get to posting. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that though. Because that was a great ass teaching. That was a divine teaching. But other than that though, for the other people, shit, cause I ain't gonna lie, if we go to 3 minutes with no questions, that's fine with me too. Cause we got 10 people in here just looking and shit. It's like, if we gonna look at each other, then by all means, we might as well just go our separate ways, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just have a staring contest with, you know, people. That shit weird. But yeah, other than that though, man, if anybody is worrying about what they're going through or how they're feeling in life, just know that it's all a journey. Just have fun with it. You're not supposed to, what city you in? I'm near Atlanta. I'm trying to formulate this question. It's articulated. There's no right or wrong question. And what's crazy, I don't know every answer to a question, but my spirit does. So I'll try my best. But yeah, I'm near Atlanta. But I stay out the way though, because once you're doing what you're doing and you start going out in public and people start noticing your videos or who you are from your videos, that shit gets scary. That shit gets very scary. Because people have no sense of self out here. And the frequency out here is dumbed down for a reason. So there's not many authentic people who are really like doing it for the betterment of other people's good. Because many people out here are just doing it for their own benefit because people want clout, they want fame, they want notoriety, they want attention. People want nice cars, they want women, they want to go to parties, they want to be seen, they want to be heard. But it's like you ain't putting in no work. And you're scamming people out of their enlightenment. So it's like all these things out here, it's worth it, but it's not worth it in the end. So it's like staying out of the way, going out into the outskirts, away from the city, can help you grow beyond your divinity. Because once you're in the city, your mind is enclosed to a system that has been systematically programmed into the algorithm of Atlanta per se, which is why people want to come to Atlanta. Many people that you see on social media who are famous are living out here, trying to live out their life of fame and fortune, notoriety, not knowing in real life they are not what you think they are, and they're not real people on top of that. Literally fallen angels, just like you and I. So yeah, but hey, VVS Joey, if you got a question, you got like a minute. You got a minute, because I gotta make sure I do my 100 ways to love yourself. I think I'm on part 17, part 18. So yeah, it was crazy. I edit this live as well. Boy, we got a lot of work to do, man. But I love it though. I don't mind it. As long as I'm not out here robbing, stealing, killing, in jail, prison, but I don't mind it. I don't mind getting that working. What's crazy, you talking about fellas out there, get some push-ups in, sit-ups, get your core workouts in, get your shoulders right, your chest, get your glutes, get your side handles, get your neck right, pause, get Get your mind right, get your spirit right, all of that. Train subconscious mind to be strict with work. Okay, cool. So to train the subconscious mind to... No, you're good. You're good. So to train the subconscious mind to want to work, you have to tell yourself that you're working for the betterment of your good. And you're working for your future self. So you have to make sure that you stay motivated in your disciplinary actions. I'm going to say it again. You stay motivated in your disciplinary actions, because people will tell you to stay disciplined, but that's a weak mindset. You have to be motivated to be disciplined into wanting to work. So that means that you have to want to get up regardless of people's opinions or the views, the likes. You have to keep on going, because your future self will thank you. You're not living for the current moment, but you're living in the current moment for your future good, for the betterment of your future self. Not only that, imagine your kids saying, yeah, my dad or my mom was a loser and they were so lame, they weren't getting money, they weren't rich. Yeah, that's in the class though, but that one more question I see, I'll go ahead and answer that too. How do you balance emotion as as an empath? Now motherfuckers want to come up with questions, man. That shit is crazy. All right, we got 3 questions, so I'll just go ahead and answer those real quick. But other than that though, no more questions. Because my storage is like, that shit would be way too much. But how do you balance emotions as an empath and not be overwhelmed based on others' emotions? So the first part, how do you balance emotions as an empath? You have to face them. Come to terms with them and realize what you're facing, all right, what you're emotionally going through. And take time to be in the present moment with these emotions, because you're a human being, but you're a spiritual being having a human experience. So because of that, you're not a robot. It's okay to feel feelings. That's why you're here having an experience. So you can't just sit here and you can't just sit here and you can't just not have emotions when shit goes, like for example, like, so if somebody gets killed in front of your face, you can't sit here and say, you just can't be numb to, you can't say, oh, well, he died, and moving on. Like, no, my nigga, that should be traumatizing. So by being an empath, you're loving to your emotional state. Not only that, to other people's emotional state as well. The thing is, though, you have to understand that people do not want to love themselves, and they hate that they don't love themselves and they don't know where to start. So because of that, they're always angry, they're depressed, they're mad, they're sad. And because of that, to not be overwhelmed, you have to make sure no matter what, you cannot force people to see the perception of your higher self. You cannot get people to see the betterment of your good. You can't get people to feel your emotions as a divine empath. You just can't. Demons will not want to. So being overwhelmed, you're just being overwhelmed you're overwhelmed of your ignorance. So your ego is telling you that you should be overwhelmed, but truth be told, just be at peace. When you're at peace, you're feeling every emotion at once. So what I mean is, with peace, it will seem like you have no emotion, or people will say lukewarm, but it's like, either way it goes, you're in reality. So for example, when it comes to being at peace, if you looked at the transparency of God, God has every emotion all at once. So the face of Almighty God will literally be like this. There will be no emotion, because he's neither happy, nor sad, nor mad, nor depressed, nor anxious, because every emotion is all at once. You're feeling every timeline at once, and you have to love that in order to comprehend your emotions, because your emotions are the ego trying to comprehend this fake reality. Money vision. How do we get past other people's opinions of us? You don't. You put it past them. Literally, you put it past them, because it's like people who have an opinion of you, they're literally projecting themselves onto you. So it's like you can't be upset that people have a negative opinion about you. Let them, because truth be told, what they're really doing with their opinion is they're projecting what they hate about themselves onto you, to their opinion. And their ego loves that. That's why people love to hate. People love to hate because they hate themselves in the life that they are living. So because they are living a false ideology within their mind, they can't seem to find the intuitive aspect of what they're trying to comprehend within their life. So because of that, people have opinions about everything, because they don't know how to opinionate their own fucking life. Not only that, they don't know how to love their life. So when somebody is loving their life, my nigga, bro, that got that energy 6-month streak, right? 7. Beyond, it's past 7 right now. But yeah, so as you're going through that, you gotta understand people will always have an opinion about you. But what are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about that? Literally, just let them be. Let them have opinions about you, and just get it right within your own mind. Literally, be at peace with yourself. That's the best way to ignore closed-minded opinions about yourself. Keep it past me. You get it. You get it. Thanks, family. No problem. What the fuck? Unable to verify. Why are y'all telling me to verify this shit? What is happening? Whoa. TikTok, I was in it anyway. But yeah, so that was in this live because TikTok just had me verify with a puzzle. That's how you know social media is just the epitome of idiocracy. But anyways, I love y'all so much, man. Go get some sun, go get some nature, go work the fuck out, learn and grow. Get 1% better every single day. If you are not 1% better than yesterday, you are killing yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. I love you so much. Have a great, wonderful day. And this teaching will be on YouTube.